Hey man, what's got you off in your phone there?
Oh, just going through all the funny Mothman memes and supernatural shit posts I've been wanting to share. I just don't know where to put the posts yet.
Don't you know about the Supernatural Selection Discord?
We have a Discord?
Yeah, for years, dude. Where have you been?
Can people chat with the hosts and get previews of upcoming episodes and generally post funny shit as much as they want with other listeners?
I mean, if that's your bag. I mean, personally, I wouldn't do that, but there are even live streaming events for the shows there, too. You've been in a few. How do you not know this stuff?
It must have been my doppelganger. How do I get into the Discord?
It's easy. Just visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com. Now say that 3 times fast.
Well, that's perfect. Now I can share 3 terabytes of Hollow Earth memes. Get it? Terabytes.
Never mind. Forget I said anything. Just don't do that. You should definitely not visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com to join the Discord. We don't want you there.
Too late. I'm already posting my alien abduction fan fiction with the general chat.
Join the hosts and listeners of Supernatural Selection on the official Discord. Just visit discord.supernaturalselectionpod.com.
You know, for some reason, I when we started doing this show, I assumed after like 4 seasons we'd be better at this.
I was going to say, I thought this was going well until you told us it wasn't, so.
Well, I mean, like, I thought I'd be better. How's that?
Getting better requires learning, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Me and my learning.
The other thing is, though, like, you also just literally did a countdown and started recording, so if you feel like you're failing that early, that's a you problem.
Yes, it is. No argument there. So, hello, and welcome to Supernatural Selection. I'm your host, Kevin. With me this week are Mike the Skeptic. Mike, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, what you have for dinner tonight?
Barbecue chicken.
You son of a bitch. It's that Costco rotisserie shit.
Yes, I slathered I reheated Costco rotisserie chicken and slathered in barbecue sauce.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Put it on a sandwich. It was very good.
Well, I had Vienna sausages with barbecue sauce on them.
I'm sad I waited until the last portion of the rotisserie chicken to discover how good the barbecue sauce is on it. Because I made a sandwich, not to get too, hunger trap here, but I made a sandwich and I had some left over, so I started just eating it with my fingers. I'm just like shoving this barbecue-y chicken in my mouth, going, "Oh God, it's so good."
I was wondering what those noises were. Anyway,
not that bad, no.
You think so? And we've got Mr. David Davis. David, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I just realized that I am like out of coffee, so I need to buy coffee, and that's an imperative. That is an imperative.
Yeah. Well, guys, David, you wanted to start the show with something special.
Yeah, times are tough, so, I figure we can kind of open up with some good news here and there. You all like baby birds?
Yeah.
No,
so
fine, I guess.
Well, recently in my county, there were 2 bald eagle chicks that hatched.
Oh, wow.
They got a little camera up in Big Bear that you can watch the eagle nest.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out that the 3rd egg looks like it's going to hatch as well. They don't all hatch at the same time, so we're going to get 3 little baby bald eagle chicks.
Oh, well, that's great. Mike, what's that thing called where you just eat the baby bird and the egg that the French do that they have to hide their shame from God?
Oh, Orlon?
Orlon, yeah. For some reason, I thought you were going there.
Oh, no, I've seen Hannibal. I know where you thought I was going, but no.
Eat a baby bald eagle chick.
I remember, Jeremy Clarkson did that, and he was like, it's not bad. So
it's a sin, but, it's not a great sin.
No, you have to eat it with a fucking blanket over your head to hide from God. Anyway, welcome to The Week in Weird and we are going to be going over some news stuff. But I want to start us off with a discussion. So
Okay.
this morning, I was on Reddit, as I often am, and there was a post on. It wasn't on r/UFOB for once. It was on r/UFOs, like the main one.
Mm-hmm.
And the big thing that happened was somebody found an old Gumby cartoon from 1988 where he is abducted by aliens. And it's not like, a goofy abducted by aliens. Like, he is straight up Whitley Striebered by Greys who do experiments on him. And he's like, why are you doing this? And the aliens are like, our genetic code has been damaged by radiation and we need yours to continue breeding.
Deep Gumby lore.
Yeah, no shit. And then they just and he's like, well, we need technology. And then they, to cure the environment. And then they dump him back on Earth. And I'm like, I think Art Clokey joined a UFO cult before he died.
Like late Gumby is weird.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Wasn't there a Mystery Science Theater short where they did like a Gumby film, or was it Rift Tracks?
Yeah, those one of the '60s ones. It was a Robot Rumpus.
I could have sworn there was like a later one, or maybe I just watched a recent made in like the 2010s or something like that. Like the original guy put together a new Gumby thing, and it was like, this is really, really weird. Like Gumby was always weird, but
late Gumby, like in '88, got real fucking weird. But anyway, he got Striebered, and
that is a terrible thing to wish on anyone.
I know, especially Gumby. And the post in Reddit was about, is this soft disclosure? which delves into the whole idea of predictive programming, which, if you remember our Grand Unified Conspiracy Theory episode, is the thing where the Illuminati plan to do something, and then they tell you they're going to do something, and then they do something, and then they tell you about how they did something.
Mm-hmm.
And it got me really upset about disclosure in general, which I don't know how many times I'm going to rant about this, but it's my podcast, so fuck it. The problem I'm having with disclosure is that it's like you're assuming that you have the right to this knowledge. Okay, yes, we're American citizens, we pay their salary, sure, we probably do, but you're also assuming that the government, who you implicitly distrust, is just gonna be like, here's all the UFO information we've ever collected, here's the Roswell stuff, here's the little scoop thing they use, here's all that stuff. And my problem is that it's very QAnon thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's very, believe in the plan, trust in the plan. It's that kind of thing.
There's a lot of grifters have been doing that lately. Like there's crypto has done it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, like Grush and the other guy, Lou something. I keep trying to call him Lou Albano, but that's the wrestler.
Swing your
Lou
arm from side to
Elizondo.
side.
Lou Elizondo.
Yeah, there we go.
These guys are known disinformation agents. They are known government shills that spread misinformation in the UFO community on purpose. And everybody's believing them because they said, no, this time I mean it. For reals.
Well, they're telling people what they want to hear.
Yeah, which is stupid to trust them. It's like, I miss conspiracy theorists when I was younger because, like, they had the bravery to basically have a break from reality and make it a clean break.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're going to have a psychotic episode, commit.
That's fair.
Just fucking commit. If you're gonna distrust the government, distrust the whole goddamn government. Like in the old days, here's an exchange between conspiracy theorists when I was younger. I think the Greys are here for genetic material. Well, you're full of shit. I think the Greys are here to give us good vibes. Well, you're a government shill. No, you're a government shill. And that's the best you'd get.
Yeah.
Like, you would not get, like, stick to the plan. What the fuck, man? What happened? Is there lead in the water? What happened to my conspiracy people?
You know, I think we dodged a bullet with Heaven's Gate, because imagine if they had access to cryptocurrency.
Oh, my God. Imagine if they were here now.
Yeah, no, like, imagine if, like, cryptocurrency was a thing back when Heaven's Gate was operating, like...
Yeah.
They would have been on that shit.
Oh, thank God it's just the two old guys running the website now.
I do need to get an away team shirt.
Oh, they will send you a DVD or a videotape.
Oh, absolutely. I want one of those, too.
Yeah, well, I don't really want to watch it because it's a lot of people, like, saying their goodbyes before going on the away mission.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I get really upset. You should not, in general, I believe you should not trust the government. And if you're a conspiracy theorist and in the UFO community, you should definitely not trust anything involved with the government, particularly these whistleblowers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you shouldn't trust the government. You should definitely scrutinize and keep them on their toes, but I don't say you should be distrustful.
I can't say what I think you should do with the government, so I don't
it also depends
on,
list,
but
also depends on, what part and, who's in charge. Some agents of the government or, elected officials are more trustworthy than others.
Yeah, I guess, but nonetheless,
some are just downright, untrustful completely.
Right. I'm just saying, if you're going to be a paranoid conspiracy theorist, you better amp up the paranoia a little more.
No, that's fair. Yeah, it's the same thing with, like, the crystal people, right? Like,
oh yeah, I'm never going to Sedona.
Oh man.
Yeah, I say that, and I've got a crystal on top of my tarot cards just to be on the safe side. But, so yeah, I just that whole Reddit thing. Every time I turn around, there's somebody pointing at a piece of media, like a TV show, and saying, "Look, guys, soft disclosure's begun." And like, soft disclosure?
That is a very dumb term.
Better than hard disclosure, I
mean,
guess.
like, it sounds like ice cream.
Sounds like something, you're having bathroom problems. I'm having soft disclosure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I need some pills for my ding dong. I'm having soft disclosure.
I have soft disclosure when I eat too much gluten.
Soft disclosure does sound like a flap on your intestines won't close.
I think it sounds like you have, horrible diarrhea.
Case in point. So, David, I know you probably haven't been knee deep in the UFO community as much as I have over the last 40 years, but like, how does this make you feel?
No, I mean, I'm right there with you. Yeah,
thing.
Just again, it's for a group that is supposed to like not trust anything, they trust a lot of stuff, or they're prone to trust a lot of stuff that fits their narrative.
Yeah,
and the problem is when that goes beyond the UFO thing into like other social issues, like let's say vaccination, maybe. And then you get a second case of measles in Texas. So,
yeah. Now here's a quick question about this. Do you think is it like desperation and loneliness?
Well, I mean they're posting on Reddit, so they obviously have a ton of friends. So.
Yeah, I'm just reading. So.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There's a difference there.
Oh, man. I'll tell you one thing. Speaking of Reddit, before we move on from my little opening discussion here, I do find it nice that since the inauguration, the Discordian subreddit is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
And also potentially scary.
Sure, but I mean, let's give the kid the handgun and see what happens.
Right? No, I'm thinking of like, because did we ever do like a full-on disclosure? Because we've talked about disclosure a few times, but
I've not, and there's a lot of research I'd have to do that's going to hurt my brain, and I figure I'll tackle it after the year of woo is over.
Yeah, just something where like we run through like hypothetical scenarios of what that process could be and like the likelihood of it. I think that'd be fun.
Sure, and I'd love to hear Mike's thoughts on how that would happen were it true.
Yeah, like it's not going to happen in a fucking Gumby cartoon or whatever, but
Which,
No.
God, can you imagine if it did?
yeah,
The government just came out, played that for everybody, and said that.
Oh, I did confirm the Gumby cartoon that I watched. Riff Tracks did the 1995 Gumby movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to turn the Kool-Aid
Oh,
man.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, Kevin,
Snap
you
into
turned
a
into
Slim
Macho
Jim.
Man.
But, like, seriously, Art Clokey was a weird dude, and I don't think the government would come to Art Clokey and be like, we need you to disseminate information for us, sir. This is a guy that did Davy and Goliath for free because Christian.
Yeah. So okay. Let's go with let's go ahead and go with the premise and like okay, you're in the government. You want to start doing soft disclosure, which is a stupid fucking term.
Yeah.
What TV show are you going to do that in?
Hee-haw.
Okay.
Price is Right.
I like
Okay.
that, actually. How about you, David?
I'm gonna say Severance.
Oh, that's the one about, like, being a different person at work versus at home, like, literally, right?
Yeah, it's a kind of a mystery box show, and the thing is like
Oh,
they're
God.
doing some sort of secret work. Like it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's
Okay.
super good, but like
Yeah.
I feel like it's either that or some. No, I feel like that would be the best one because then like the great work can be revealed to be like alien shit or something. I don't know.
Sure. I honestly, I'd just say hee-haw because it would be funny, but, like, seriously, I'd do another X-Files season.
Yeah, no, just someone coming through the barn door and just like, oh wait.
Oh, God. No. One of the aliens shows up dressed as Minnie Pearl and just comes out going, howdy! That would be awful. Oh, Lord.
You know,
watched a
here's
lot
the
of
thing.
hee-haw.
So here's the thing. Government, we know you're listening. We've seen your IP address.
Always. I know you listened, you buttheads out there in Virginia.
We are willing to softly and gently disclose to our audience. So you can go ahead and send us an email, Elon Musk. I know you're listening. I don't like you, but I will work with you if you need us to do that. So yeah, we will softly disclose with a very gentle feather touch.
I will say that we are not government shills, but that's because we haven't been approached yet.
They haven't paid us.
Yeah. If
George
you're
Soros, where's my
interested,
check?
Remember, that is team at supernaturalselectionpod.com if you would like us to be government shills.
Or even, any other shills. Like I said, George Soros. He could pay us to,
MeUndies.
Yeah.
I'll show MeUndies.
Yeah, absolutely. Send me free underwear and shirts. I don't care.
Magic Spoon. I'll try that $10 box of cereal.
I will never eat that again after getting explosive diarrhea.
Kevin, you get explosive diarrhea over the weirdest things.
I know, but, like, it is, like, sugar-free, so, like...
Well, no, but it's not like using, like, sugar-free stuff. It's not using, like, the gummy bear stuff.
Well, it didn't taste that great, and I had diarrhea. That being said, I will share your cereal if you send us money.
No, here's someone we wouldn't do stuff for. Alex Jones.
Oh,
No matter how much he paid me, I would not, like...
That's a given.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust him to pay me either.
I cannot say that I wouldn't. Like, if I'm getting some of that supplement money.
Oh, I don't want supplement money. You know who
I want
would?
boner pill money.
Man, you know who I'd
I
advertise
got student
for
loans
it?
to pay, so.
Do you know who I'd advertise for at a discount, though?
Huh.
Coast to Coast AM.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I want a tactical flashlight, goddammit. Now, that being said, that's my opening bit. Sorry, I had to go on a rant because fucking Gumby, of all things, that's how you think they're going to let us know that the aliens are here and real.
I need to watch that because I want to see, like, Gumby and the aliens. That seems like it'd be kind of fun to watch.
It's a juxtaposition, sir.
Absolutely. I love that
like,
shit.
It's like I told our Discord earlier today when I saw it. I was like, now just ignore the fact that this is a green goo guy, a horse, a lizard, and a blob towing a woolly mammoth and band equipment, okay, in a jalopy. Just ignore that part of it.
Man, that is a weird adaptation of the Betty and Barney Hill story.
You know, I didn't think about it, but that's true. Anyway, David, what have you got for your first story tonight?
No, that's fair. So I figure, a little bit of dystopia for us. So y'all remember Tamagotchis, right?
I had a Tamagotchi, and the first time I raised one, I got the perfect form of the Tamagotchi, and it lived for, months and then died.
Aw.
And the second time, it measured their weight in ounces, and I just fed the second one until it was measured in pounds and died of hyperobesity. I'm not joking.
Well,
How about you, Mike?
I mean, I had one. I don't remember much about it. I didn't form an emotional connection to it.
Yeah,
apparently.
Kevin, when your Tamagotchi died, did you feel sad?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I knew they didn't live super long. I was just shocked I got it to live as long as I did.
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah.
I think it's time we bring Tamagotchi back, but let's get some real stakes in it, okay? So this is from Futurism. This article, I do not see an author on it. That's interesting. Yeah, so this is, there is a vape with a Tamagotchi inside it that dies if you stop puffing.
Oh my God, that is the worst idea I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Chucking
it's
clouds.
truly, this is like cyberpunk shit right here.
I hate everything you've just said.
So, behold, the latest dark entity purportedly birthed out of our not-so-brave new world, a Tamagotchi housed inside of a vape that croaks if you stop hitting that sweet, sweet juice.
God damn it.
The Tamagotchi in question was apparently presented during a stupid hackathon put on by New York University's Tish's School of Interactive Telecommunications Program and Interactive Media Arts Departments. There,
Man.
according to their website, students enrolled in the programs are invited to make something stupid.
Okay,
good.
I feel a lot better
Yes.
about this whole story
I thought it was
now.
like an actual product.
Yeah, I was like, shouldn't
Well-
this be, illegal?
No, not yet. I mean, but, it's in the ether now. Or more, I should say, in the vapor. The quote here is, do you have an idea so absurd, so utterly useless that it needs to exist? Then welcome to Stupid Hackathon 2025. So, among those
Fantastic.
ideas... Oh, huh?
I just said fantastic.
Yeah. Among those ideas, according to a video posted this week to ITP's TikTok account, this was published, last week. Oh, no, I do have an author here. Fuck, I'm stupid. Yeah, so it was earlier this week. This is by Maggie Harrison Dupree. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, anyway. Let's see. Showcasing the event's various, indeed delightfully stupid treasures is the Vapagotchi.
Vapagotchi. God fucking...
May I ask you what your stupid hackathon project is? The interviewer holding the camera asked one participant who's gripping what appears to be an orange e-cigarette. It's a vape with a Tamagotchi in it, the participant calmly replies, and if you do not hit the vape, the Tamagotchi will die. Harrowing.
God damn it.
Incredibly, a few Google searches reveal that the stupid hackathoner may not be the first person with this idea.
Wow.
Okay. Quote, idea for a vape, a Tamagotchi that you can only feed or play with by taking puffs of nicotine, one reads satirically, probably, from a Twitter post from Works in Progress editor Sam Bowman, published May 2023. Quote, vaping is so safe that if this got just one kid off cigarettes, it could be worth another 50 getting into vaping.
Oh my God.
Hi, Sharks, reads another post. This one from June 2024, referencing the Shark Tank television program. Today we're putting a Tamagotchi pet in this vape thing.
Mother of God.
Through one lens, the Tamagotchi vape could be interpreted as exploitation of sacrifice or maybe even mutual destruction. Studies continue to show that vaping is terrible for you, and so to ensure the life of their beloved Tamagotchi, the vapor must offer up their own health for that of their pet. or given
Good.
that Tamagotchis are generally regarded as a children's toy, it is a poignant meditation on how tobacco industry turns towards vaping, reignited nicotine addiction amongst young people as cigarettes continue their steady decades-long decline. Zooming out, it could even be regarded as a general rebuke of young people's tech dependency, or just a very stupid Tamagotchi vape. In any case, hats off to our new favorite, Dr. Frankenstein.
Wow. I don't even.
It's gonna be a thing. Like I give it like 5 years before we actually see it like roll out.
Oh boy. Like, I'm kind of disgusted at the idea of this becoming a thing.
So
How do
funny.
you feel about it, Mike?
I mean, it's an art project, so it's not, it's not anything, I mean, serious. It's definitely not something that should exist other than, for art projects.
Sure, yeah.
We should study the brain of the person who came up with it and actually made it possible.
Well, I mean, people do all kinds of dumb shit for these kind of things. It literally says, design the stupidest thing you could think of.
Mm-hmm.
So it is pretty stupid. I think it met that goal, that criteria and goal.
You're not wrong.
It's so just like, I feel like if you were playing a cyberpunk game or you were reading a cyberpunk novel, this would just be in there as just something that the main character would be doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, it's fucking Blade Runner, and you've got your next replicant who's also hitting the vape or whatever, and he's just, like, leveling up his little thing. God, could you imagine the horror of, like, a Pokemon version of one of these?
Oh, Christ. I'm thankful Nintendo would probably not let that happen.
Oh, my
You
gosh.
can only catch Pokemon by, like, hitting the vape, 24/7.
Oh, wow.
Hey, kids,
That's
if
how
you
you
want
get
to
a
feed
shiny.
Pikachu, you got to take a puff.
Yeah, see, you instead of throwing the Pokeball, you just sit there and then you have to, like, suck for as long as you can, and if you don't, pull enough vapor, you don't get the Pokemon. It escapes out of the ball.
Wow.
I could see a positive version of this, maybe with no, I can't. Never mind. I was like, no, it wouldn't work. I was gonna say, like, for kids who don't want to take their inhaler, but then it's like, then they would just be taking albuterol shots just to...
Yeah, just ODing way too much on their and don't get me started on if it was a THC vape. These people would be just
shit.
super duper stoned.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh god. So
Wow.
if you had to submit something stupid to the stupid hackathon, what would you make?
Mike?
I'm thinking.
And here's the thing, Mike could actually probably make it.
That's possible.
I couldn't make a Tamagotchi vape. Because like physical stuff I'm okay-ish, but like I don't know enough about programming and all that. How about a cell phone that translates everything the other person's saying and you say into goat sounds?
Wow.
Just so you're talking and then all the other person on the other end just hearing blah!
I would make a device that if you aim it at someone's cell phone, it automatically changes their ringtone to a high-pitched voice going, "Hi, Poppy."
Jesus. I hate it.
Yeah, no, just imagine that. Just you're sitting there, your phone rings, and it starts doing that.
So you remember those like old school hand dryers where it's like the towel on the
Oh
little...
God, yeah.
So-
the disease loop.
Yeah, so you know, like water conservation super important. So instead of bidets, you have one of those next to your toilet.
Oh no, like a toilet paper version.
Yeah.
I hate you. There is there's a classic animated GIF on Something Awful of about how to properly wipe your ass. That involves a dude bent over with it like going around his legs through his butthole. He's like pulling it over his back, just the whole roll.
Which I always found funny because, like, that's some really high tensile strength toilet paper.
It is. You could like it would have to be like made of towel material. It'd have to be terry cloth,
Or at least,
paper.
at the very least, not perforated.
Yes. And it's just one of the most amusing. It's MS Paint drawn. So it's bad. It's just real bad.
Love it.
Yeah. So yeah, I hate that. I hate that idea of yours. Yours is the worst idea.
It saves water.
Well, fuck off. Don't care. That's a terrible idea. Oh, Christ. Well, thank you for that, Dave, but I feel sick. Honestly. What?
Vapagachi.
Yeah, Vapagachi. Just every idea we came up with here and heard about was awful.
Oh, the picture on the article is very fun because it's a vape with a Tamagotchi screen. It says, Papa, Papa, I want to live.
Fucking hell. Guilt much? Jesus. Well, Mike, what have you got?
So I've got these two legs here. They like go from my hips all the way down to my feet.
Are you literally quoting a Monty Python song at me?
No, I was maybe mildly inspired by it.
Okay.
So are you wearing pants or shorts?
Pajama pants.
Oh, okay, the comfy ones. Okay.
It's a little chilly tonight, so
It is.
Now, are you topless right now, or?
No, I have a shirt on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's not like that YouTube guy I saw earlier today.
I'm not one of those like no shirt at home people guys. Like I know some, and they're weird to me.
Yeah,
like,
that's me.
No shade or anything. Like if that's your jam, just as soon as you get home, you take the shirt off.
I couldn't do it.
But yeah, I couldn't do it.
It's
too
at
much
least the
shame.
pants. It's at least the pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's different.
Like my thing is, it's just weird walking around with just shirt on and or your shirt off and shorts. It's like if you're gonna do that, just go full naked around the house.
Please
so
don't.
there's been at least a couple episodes of this very show where I have just been in my underpants.
Yeah, but you also we know your air conditioning situation, so that's fine.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's different.
I mean,
No, sometimes it's just vibes, if I'm being honest.
No, but I'm saying, like I was saying, I know some guys who if they're at home, they don't have a shirt on. They can't wear shirts.
We're giving a lot of information about how we are at home, and I'm just hoping no one writes slash fic about us.
So anyway, my story is not about being shirtless.
Thank God.
It's about a protein borrowed from tardigrades could give us radiation body armor.
Ooh.
From a Gizmodo.
Yeah, but does it let you travel the mycelial network?
No, because that doesn't exist.
God damn it. Fucking Star Trek.
The strangely adorable and resilient tardigrade, or water bear, just might hold the key to making cancer treatment a lot more... Oh, God. Of course, it's Gizmodo, so they got to be cute about it. Parentheses, water bearable.
Oh, fuck you.
That's because a team of researchers just found evidence that a protein produced by these microscopic creatures could protect our healthy cells from the ravages of radiation therapy. Scientists at MIT, the University of Iowa, and elsewhere conducting the new study published this Wednesday, which was February 27th, in Nature Biomedical Engineering. In experiments with mice, the research team observed that the protein reduced radiation damage in normal cells while still allowing the radiation therapy to target cancerous cells. The findings could someday lead to an invaluable add-on treatment to many cancer patients, the researchers say.
Huh.
Tardigrades are extremophiles, notorious for their remarkable ability to survive some of the most inhospitable conditions on Earth and space. One of the conditions the hardy critters evolved to withstand is extreme doses of radiation, thousands of times more than a human can handle, and one of the tricks they use to resist that radiation is the production of something called the damage suppressor protein, or DSUP. DSUP.
DSUP, bitches.
This protein, as the name implies, is thought to suppress radiation-induced DNA damage by binding to DNA strands and preventing them from breaking apart as usual.
Mike, what did you say? The University of Iowa?
Yeah.
So you tell me they just so I took this tardigrade, shoved it up a mouse's butt, and stuck it in the microwave.
Well, also MIT and others.
Okay,
it's a
that's fair.
multi-school program, it looks like.
I just thought it would be funny if they shoved a mouse in the microwave with a tardigrade up its butt.
Probably. That was the first experiment. Didn't go very far.
Fair.
And it wasn't really an experiment if they didn't write down the results.
The mouse didn't like it.
So you got good on them.
Yeah, the intern didn't like cleaning up the microwave either.
Yep.
The research team decided to test whether it was possible to safely transfer the tardigrade's body armor against radiation to other animals, starting with mice. Using a microwave and a very small pipette, they inserted a tardigrade into the mouse's anus and then put the mouse in the microwave and set it
God
to
damn it,
10
Mike.
minutes on high.
I legit thought you were being serious for a second. I was like, wait, I'm right? And then you get to the microwave, and I'm like, I am being toyed with.
All right. But really, using mRNA technology, the team made it possible for certain cells in its mice to temporarily produce DSUP, only a few hours. Then they exposed the cells to radiation. The researchers specifically chose cells lining the mouth and rectum. See,
Oh, God damn it. There's a lot of butts.
Kevin, you were right about the butt.
What?
In the butt. Since radiation is commonly used to treat cancers in those areas. Well, radiation is commonly used to treat cancers in all areas, isn't it?
Yeah, that or chemo.
That's what chemo is.
I thought chemo was actual chemicals.
No, chemo is chemical. They're radioactive chemicals.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
I mean, usually when they're treating cancer, they're not like, just zapping you with radiation. They're like administering radioactive chemicals to certain areas.
My mom didn't do chemo. She basically just went to a pharmacist that was crooked and bought whatever she wanted.
Meth.
No, not meth.
Every story I hear about your family, it's so enlightening.
Just as with tardigrades, the team's mice appeared to have added protection against radiation damage, the researchers found. In experiments with mice that had oral cancer, they also demonstrated that the mRNA therapy didn't impair radiation's ability to kill off nearby tumor cells.
Okay, that's badass, actually.
Yeah. The strategy may be broadly applicable to the protection of healthy tissues from DNA-damaging agents, the researchers wrote in their paper. Of course, this research still is a long way from being applicable to human cancer patients and will take more study and tweaking to make this technology safe and practical medical use. The scientists plan to create an upgraded version of the protein that's less likely to provide an unwanted response from our immune system, for instance. Researchers elsewhere have also recently discovered tardigrades that are even more resilient to radiation, suggesting that DSUP isn't the only radiation.
I love that you're trying to make that a thing, and it's not going to be a thing, but God bless you for trying.
Yeah, I give you a lot of credit for that.
It's the only radiation. The people at home are doing it.
DSUP.
Every time I say it, they're saying DSUP. That suggesting that DSUP isn't the only radiation proofing tool we can borrow from them. But if the team's work does continue to progress, it could eventually provide widespread benefits to the roughly 50 to 60% of cancer patients who undergo radiation therapy. The protein could even possibly be used to protect astronauts from space-related radiation or protect cancer patients from other sources of treatment-induced DNA damage, such as chemotherapy drugs, the researchers say.
Interesting.
Radiation can be very helpful for many tumors, but we also recognize that the side effects can be limiting. Study co-author Giovanni Traverso, an associate professor of mechanical engineering at MIT and a gastroenterologist at Brigham and Women's Hospital, told MIT News.
Is that related to BYU?
No, that's why it made me stumble.
Huh. Okay.
Brigham and Women's Hospital. There's an there's an unmet need with respect to helping patients mitigate the risk of damaging adjacent tissue. Tardigrades have long been one of the most fascinating animals around because of their manifold capabilities. If we're lucky, we might one day harness a bit of that superpower for ourselves. And so after, reading this, I realized something.
What's that?
They created Rad-X.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
You're right. Holy fuck. I also,
Can we get addicted to it? That's what I want to know.
also, the thing is, you're doing this whole injecting tardigrade stuff.
Yeah.
Anybody ever seen The Fly?
Yeah. Well, so, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of want to design a cute, like, human tardigrade hybrid. Like, you know,
Okay.
a little tardigrade dude.
Well, we could probably do just like a tardigrade shirt at some point. Because I think we're all fans. I think we're all fans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, obviously.
I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
What is, like, say you could make a tardigrade larger in size. What size does it stop being cute?
I mean,
Size of a cow.
I don't know. I'm looking at a tardigrade right now. They're not very cute. I mean, they're kind of roly and poly, but you got wicked little claw things.
Yeah.
They got like just an anus mouth. I don't call them cute. I don't consider them cute.
I think I'd stop around the size of a small dog.
I don't know. I think even if I saw one the size of a mouse, I'd be like, ugh.
Oh, I mean, I'm not saying that if I saw a giant tardigrade, I wouldn't like lose my shit. But
technically, we've seen a human tardigrade hybrid, Fluke Man in the X-Files.
Oh, man. You know, that was the series of episodes that really made that's when the X-Files hit its stride. Not to, get off on the other show here, but like
I don't know. I'm looking at them right now, and they're pretty cute. Like
they can be.
I think there's like, if I think at the size of a cow, it would be cute in one way, and at the size of a dog, it'd be cute in the other way. But like in between, no, it gets a little weird.
Okay, what about the size of an elephant?
Nah, I feel like that's getting a little weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, that's fair.
So you're talking about like designing a tardigrade. What if we made it like a mascot, and you could it give it a name like, I don't know, like Tardy? Oh wait, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna make that joke. And I realized what I was gonna say. And I was like, nah.
No, you call him Terrence. Terrence the tardigrade.
Terry the tardigrade.
There we go.
Or Tommy.
Oh god, the mascot suit would be really funny because it'd be like one of those little sumo suits with like 4 extra arms.
Yeah, and they're like hooked up with strings, so whatever the top arms do, the bottoms do. Oh, that'd be great. Somebody make that suit, damn it.
Oh man, we're geniuses.
Yeah, boy. We need to be government shills.
Yeah.
So, that's fun. I seriously though, I mean, it's fascinating and like I'm not gonna lie, there is a part of me with the number of people in my family that have, I've lost due to cancer. There is a part of me that's like, oh, now you come up with it.
Well,
I know it's due to the technology, but like there is a part of me that's like, great.
Well, so, and this is using mRNA, technology, which, a lot of people, not a lot, but some people in, health denial or, health skepticism circles are calling, bad.
Mm-hmm. They ain't
going
to take the jab.
That's what those, nasty COVID vaccines were first made from.
Yeah.
Not completely ignoring the fact that there were traditional, traditionally produced COVID vaccines as well. But mRNA is a fascinating technology because it for a long time it was just ignored. Like there were a couple of scientists were, trying to get research funding to do these mRNA, vaccine and other research, and nobody was funding them. And then, COVID came along, and they were just shoveling money at anybody that said, "Hey, we got something that could help."
Yeah.
And it, finally got got funding. And there's like several I've seen. They're working on like mRNA based vaccines for, stuff like HIV and cancer, like actually directly making your body immune to cancer using mRNA.
Yeah.
But of course, it's evil and from the devil because,
Yeah.
Well, I figured out a way around it, actually. Like, if you want to get people into it,
Bleach?
you create mRNAs.
What?
It goes on your sandwiches, mRNAs.
Oh,
Yeah.
mRNAs.
Oh, God, David.
No, here's how
You should be ashamed.
No, here's how you get really people to want that. You just make it illegal that they can't have it. Say you can't have mRNA vaccines. Only the rich people can have that.
Ooh.
Then everybody would be like, I need that mRNA vaccine.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Reverse psychology. Yeah. Y'all didn't hear that. None of y'all heard that.
No, you just make it to where only the wealthy elites can have it, and then people get just pissed off that they can't have it.
Yeah.
I can't come up with. I can't say that's my original thought. I read that somewhere about making something desirable to people, and I don't remember where. So if anyone in the audience knows where I got that from, let me know. But but I can't remember where I got that from. I can't remember if it was a book or a show but yeah, someone said that. So I'm not original in that thought.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
no, like, that's a
I love
super neat
tardigrades.
story. Yeah. Just when are we going to get, like, giant-sized tardigrades and we have to, like, slay them for their hides so we can make armor for the wasteland? That's what I want to know.
I still think y'all are weird for liking the idea of a giant tardigrade. These things are nightmare
at this
fuel.
point, David's talking about skinning them.
Well, that too, but still, like...
See, Zelda's down.
Yeah.
No, they would be great for a Fallout enemy, now that I think about it.
Actually, ooh... I like that idea way too much. Hey, Bethesda, don't steal it. Or do steal it. I want that in the next Fallout game. Fuck it.
Right? Can you imagine one of those fuckers running at you? It's like a Yao Guai, but like even more scary.
God, it like just sucks your bones out.
Yep.
It's like Schmoopy. Or wait. No, that's your bear.
Yeah, no, it was
I've got it on my desk and I can't Moopsy. It was Moopsy, and I've got a Moopsy on my desk.
That's right, Moopsy.
Moopsy. Yeah. Well, now that we've done that voice, Mike, thank you for the story. I do so enjoy the science ones.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's just fun to learn.
Ever so much.
I love learning so much. It's wonderful. This is an odd choice. Anyway... We'll be back here in a few minutes with our next batch of stories because it's time for podcast cheese. So, we'll be right back after this. Hey, Kevin here. Hope you're enjoying the episode.
Hey, who are you talking to, Kevin?
Listeners of our shows, I also want to let them know that if they're enjoying what we've been doing, they can support us on Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Were you going to tell them about the early episodes? Also, Patreon-exclusive episodes that can be found there, too?
Well, yeah, I was going to do the
whole... yeah, and then there's the other cool stuff, including art, merch for subscribers, like tote bags, hoodies, shirts, mugs.
Yeah, and...
Can you believe people could support us for only $5 a month? You're definitely going to mention that, too, right?
I was. Support Supernatural Selection and The Distraction Hole on Patreon for as little as $5 a month. Visit patreon.supernaturalselectionpod.com to learn more and get started today. Hi everyone, this is Kevin from Supernatural Selection. Are you an independent creator? Do you have a webcomic or an Etsy store? Do you 3D print things? Or are you just looking to get some word out for your Discordian cabal with social terrorism? Well, we'd love to help. And David, I believe you've got some details about how we can help.
Why, certainly. If you go to supernaturalselectionpod.com/contact, that is supernaturalselectionpod.com/contact, you can learn how to advertise with us.
That's right. I believe the rate is $2 per episode. You can't beat that with a stick.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, we've tried.
Yeah, that's cheap. That's literally cheaper than dirt.
Mm-hmm. And best of all, if you're not sure how to write an ad, we'll do it for you. We'll even record it.
Absolutely. Just let us know what you need in the ad, and we'll be happy to do that for you.
And again, that URL is supernaturalselectionpod.com/contact.
And now, back to the show. All right, welcome back. And before we move on, so we got a comment on one of our YouTube videos. We have a lot of comments on the Peter Beater and the Russian Robotoids episode on YouTube.
It's hot, hot, hot.
And somebody made a post earlier today and then deleted it, so I can't read it verbatim, but they were basically bitching at us for doing it because Peter Beater was right that it's a bunch of Russian clones.
Well, maybe they went to Wikipedia and saw that they were wrong, and they're like, "Oh, I'm wrong. I can't make myself look like a fool."
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: with any of these topics, there are going to be believers, like, because someone has to believe them, right?
Yeah, but the Russian Robotoids.
Yeah, no,
Seriously?
and like someone's going to believe it, and like the people who are going to believe it, we're not going to change their minds anyway.
That's true. That's true. You know what? If you believe some of the stuff we talk about that we make fun of, that's fine. You do you.
Do your own podcast.
You just might not have. You might have a very tenuous relationship with reality.
No, I'm
don't know
going
what
to
you're talking
encourage
about.
them to do their own podcast because we need more of those.
Absolutely. So guys, my story for the night is from dailymail.com.
Oh boy, quality reporting. Speaking of losing touch with reality,
This one isn't that bad, actually. Dailymail.co.uk. Article was by Xantha Latham.
Okay.
And scientists could use chicken eggs to bring the dodo back from extinction with promising development in editing DNA. There's been talk in the Discord today of eating these legacy species because you know me.
yeah.
I would eat the hell out of a dodo.
Yeah, KFD.
Yep. Still, God, we got to make a shirt of that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, KFD. Instead of Colonel Sanders, it's Hammond from Jurassic Park.
I was going to say we just use that really high contrast picture that we have of you instead of Colonel Sanders.
With me in the moose hat. Okay,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So, the article begins. They are far more likely to be found on our dinner plates than earning a place in the realm of scientific endeavor. But the farmyard chicken has emerged as an unlikely linchpin in the research to protect its endangered wild cousins and even bring extinct species like the dodo back to life. Scientists at New York University Langone have devised a technique that involves creating genetically modified birds. They do this by taking cells from the domestic chicken, specifically the ones that will eventually develop into sperm or egg cells, and growing them in a dish. Then, large sections of DNA from another species, the wild red jungle fowl, are inserted to replace the existing DNA of the chicken. These edited reproductive cells are then inserted into the embryos as they are developing in an egg. Over time, these chicks will hatch, grow up, mate naturally, and produce genetically modified offspring. The young will be, quote, some sort of wild-looking chicken, researchers said. So, scientifically, some sort of wild-looking chicken. God damn. If successful, they hope the same method could be used to protect birds at risk of extinction, such as the Californian condor, by boosting their genetic resistance to certain diseases. It could even be used to bring the extinct dodo back to life once enough genetic data has been collected from preserved samples. Dr. Anna Berenson told the American Association for the Advancement of Science, or ASS, conference in Boston. This will hopefully open up avenues for restoring at-risk bird populations by improving their genetic resistance to certain environmental challenges and maybe even for reviving lost bird species.
Well, I mean, I suppose it's better than taking at-risk birds and putting them in a scared straight program.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Put them in an outward bound thing.
Yeah.
In her talk, Dr. Berenson said her team wants to, quote, test the boundaries of avian genome engineering by trying to turn a domestic chicken back into a wild one. She hopes to achieve this in about 5 years before setting her sights on the passenger pigeon. An extinct species that used to thrive in America before being wiped out by hunters. Personal note, once again, because they were fucking delicious. I'd love to do the dodo, she added. That is a bad way to put that.
Don't turn the phrase that way.
Yeah, don't say that, lady. The flightless bird was endemic to the Indian Ocean island of Mauritius before it was hunted to extinction in the 17th century. Dr. Berenson's starting point is the white leghorn chicken, a profile egg layer which I say can produce around 300 eggs per year, son. Sorry, it said leghorn, and that's the article.
Oh, that's
but yeah, I really think it's interesting that they're going to make some sort of wild-looking chicken.
Yeah, a wild-looking chicken. You know, it's probably got its all feathers, all spiked up.
Dye different colors. Punk chickens.
Yeah, punk chickens.
It's a chicken, I tell you, a giant chicken.
Oh, I miss the original Animaniacs.
So let's say they do end up like being able to like bring back the dodo in a form. It's kind of a ship of Theseus situation when you think about it. But like,
right, yeah.
Like if they are going to like let people start eating them like in very small batches, how much money would you pay to get some dodo meat?
Personally?
Yeah.
Okay, first off, do they cook it or can I take it somewhere to be cooked?
I'm sure you would make. I'm sure they would just like, okay, here we're gonna give you
the meat.
Yeah, the meat.
Okay. Mike, how much would you pay?
I mean, you know, if it's just talking like a novelty thing, you know, say there was, you know, Dodos R Us, and, you know, I got a reservation there, I guess I'd pay like, you know, $40-$50 to try it.
Now, what if they made the dodo down?
If they made the dodo down, you know, that better be, you know, pretty budget. That has to be like, you know, $6 or $7.
Okay, hear me out. It's like extinct wild pig bacon. And like the ancient cheese, the forbidden ancient cheese. We're just going for all out like
and that goop they found in that mummy's tomb.
No, not the juice of the coffee.
That's the au jus.
Balsamic vinegar.
Oh god.
But Kevin, actually, wild pigs have such low fat content they wouldn't make good bacon.
Eat a dick. No,
actually, dicks are not a good source of protein.
Shut up, Mike. Okay, me. Flat out, $100, and take it to Costco and see if they could do the rotisserie on it.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, you like talking about just having a whole dodo chicken?
Yeah, man.
I thought you were talking about like a dish, like going to to a restaurant.
I was gonna say like they give you like a couple dodo drumsticks, but Kevin here is like, no, they're gonna give you a whole
he wants the whole bird.
$500 for a dodo to be rotisserie.
And the
but
best
like
way
if
to
it's
cook
just
it-
a piece,
The
if
best
it's
way to-
just
like a
a
meal.
okay, $40. Like
Okay.
you said, 40 or $50.
Well, I'm just thinking
60
like
at
I'm trying to
at
think of the
tops.
preparation of this thing and like how would you spatchcock that thing and fit it in a traditional oven?
Ooh, no. No,
It'd
you add the dodo to the turducken as the next level.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
The dough turducken.
The dough turducken.
Dough turducken.
Okay, here's the thing. What if you cooked it like one of those Polynesian pigs?
Oh.
Like you buried it with the
Yeah.
hot rocks and everything.
There's got to be some sort of like historical documentation of like what the flesh was like as far as like tasting, because that would tell you the best way to cook it. Like, is it particularly gamey or is it particularly fatty, for example?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was. I would imagine it had to be somewhere between like a chicken and a turkey. And it's so. It would not be particularly fatty, especially wild caught ones. Like we're not like farm raising these to big old plumper dodos. At least they weren't then. Nowadays, of course, we'd fatten those fuckers up. Just find
God.
whatever food they love the best and just shove it down their throats with a conveyor belt until
Man.
they're
Dodo
the size
foie
of a
gras.
Volkswagen.
It'd be like the chicken of tomorrow short where they have the two compared to each other. We have these genetically horrifyingly large-breasted dodos.
just like 100, like 90% breast with like a little dodo head and little dodo legs that can't even touch the ground because the breast just gets in the way.
Can I just say that I tried searching for how did they cook dodo, and there is not a fucking answer. Just constantly what it tastes like.
Well, it's olden times, so I'm assuming they just roasted it over a fire. Like we're not talking about like very complicated preparations here.
Like a chestnut.
I mean, if they sent them back to like Europe, right? I imagine there might be some alternate.
I think they were so hungry and so delicious that they just all ate them all in situ. They weren't sending that shit back to their betters.
However they cooked it, once it got back to England, that fucker was boiled.
I'll tell you what, like the minute we get like actual dodos back, that is going to be a banger episode of Tasting History.
Yeah, or like every cooking show will be like salivating at the thought of being able to have to do the dodo episode.
I demand they bring back Iron Chef just for Dodo Battle.
Higher cuisine, dodo.
But Kevin, you forget that the British, that's only the peasants that boiled everything. The royalty ate French food.
Oh, that's right. And then they won't use the term resume.
Because, the royalty had things like flavor and decadence.
And no hallways.
Spices. That's right. Yeah. Oh, man, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, can't wait to get the second part of that series. Anyway, so I was just really excited that we are once again getting close to me eating an extinct bird.
And I want that for you. I really do. That just seems like something that makes you light up, and I want you to be able to eat that extinct bird's flesh one day.
It does. And here's the thing. Do you think like barbecue? Do you do a dry rub kind of thing, or do you like Casey Masterpiece? What are you using?
Or is
it Sweet Baby Ray's?
No, ideal. Like, honestly, you brine it, and then you
like a turkey.
Yeah.
Oh man, deep fry it.
Brine it, then deep fry it.
Man,
I'm gonna say some curry powder. Some curry
Really?
powder on there. Yeah. No, I mean, we're talking about the Indian Ocean, right? Like.
that's
there's
true. You do it in
you've
situ.
got mango, you've got curry, you've got
No.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Dodo tikka masala.
Oh boy.
Oh, that red dodo.
Dodo tandoori.
That's
Oh,
the
man.
one I'm excited about.
Oh man.
Butter dodo.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
Man. Yeah, no, like use the cuisine of the region where it was found, right? So
with some naan.
lots of good spices over there.
Just how about a pulled dodo sandwich?
Oh God, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm hungry.
Okay, I just went to the dodo Wikipedia page and I'm looking at drawings of the dodo. I'm like, you delicious son of a bitch. One day I will eat you.
Super Nat bingo cards. Lust over eating the dodo. Check.
We're gonna have to put Kevin wants to eat a dead extinct species on the bingo card.
And the passenger pigeon would probably be really good in French cuisine. Like, even though it's like an American bird, like it would be like a much better version of like pigeon, like just regular pigeon and like squab and that sort of thing.
I'm gonna throw an idea out there for how to prepare it. Popcorn passenger pigeon.
Oh boy, I like it.
Yeah.
Alliterative.
Man, it's triple P. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, you know who I want to see try a dodo bird even more than me? Guy Fieri.
Yeah. Welcome to Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives and Dodos.
This dodo's going to Flavor Town.
Quadruple D.
We're gonna chuck this dodo in the donkey sauce.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Man.
Oh, he would do some sort of weird sorcery with dodo meat. Like I don't even know to begin what would he do with it.
Oh man, we are so fucking hopeless. Just getting it out there, because we're just gonna eat everything back into extinction.
Like,
me and Mike.
I mean, I'm excited like we could get the dodo back, but then also like no, I think it'd be interesting to eat.
Yeah.
Let's not wipe it out, but I mean, come on, let's try it out.
Meanwhile, I'm like a shark riding the back of an elephant, just the most dangerous thing in nature. Just saying. Because everything's going to get smushed and eaten.
There you go.
Anyway, so that's my story for this half of the show. I thought y'all would find it interesting because, once again, I cannot let something live.
Oh, fuck you, I'm hungry.
Yeah, same here. I am so fucking ravenous thinking about it.
Ooh.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Costco rotisserie dodo.
I said that.
You did? Damn it.
I wanted to take the whole damn bird to the Costco and give him to stick it rotisserie.
But no, I mean, but you're taking there. I'm talking about just have it in the bags ready for you.
Oh. But, okay. First off, it's the size of a garbage bag.
Yes. No, it has two handles on it, and it takes up half the cart you put it in. Yes.
You got to get the flatbed for the rotisserie dodo.
Get a pallet of rotisserie dodo.
Oh, I needed that. Oh my God. Well, that's great. So, David, now that we are starving for animals we can't have again, what have you got for us?
I guess I'll go ahead and ruin our appetites. This is from the Mirror US. Title of the article by Ella Kipling is Missouri Man Charged for a Second Time After Trying to Have Sex with a Train Seat for 10 Minutes.
Is he related to J.D. Vance?
That was my first thought, but
yeah.
The byline right underneath it is the Missouri man allegedly took his genitals out before trying to have sex with a train seat for about 10 minutes for the second time in less than a year.
He's got a goal.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and I feel like he deserves some level of respect for that.
He has a type, and it happens to be
a train seat
full of farts.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Man.
Right. So
I'd hate to cut open a seat on like a bus or a train and smell it.
Oh God. A Missouri man has been charged for the second time in a year with trying to engage in a sexual act with a seat on the Metrolink. This follows a slew of shocking transport-related stories that have already arisen this year, including a woman giving birth on a subway train in New York, a man pleading not guilty to burning a woman to death on an underground train.
Wow.
This is a lighter story compared to that other one.
Yeah, definitely. Fucking a seat is way lighter than burning alive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So D'Angelo Covington, which is a great name.
Yeah.
was charged this week by the St. Louis County prosecutors with 2 counts of misdemeanor sexual misconduct. A woman told investigating officers that on February 13th, she saw a man exposing himself at the UMSL South Metrolink station, according to Fox 2 Now. On the same day, police had said the man took a train at the... Oh, so twice in one... Wait. Okay. On the same day, the police said the man took a train at the Central West End station and took out his genitals when it arrived at the Lambert Airport station. He allegedly proceeded to have sex with the upper bar of one of the train seats for about 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, you know how many diseases are probably on that fucker?
A lot.
Already? Before he started, rubbing his junk on it?
And then the incident was caught on surveillance video, according to police.
Oh, wow.
That's got to be a fun video to watch.
I just picture the cops going, yeah, this is hot.
Oh, man. I wonder what you would search for on Pornhub to find that. Anyway.
I don't want to know. And actually, I can't check because we're in Mississippi.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we know porn for us.
Yeah. You just have to make your own. Anyway, Covington was released from county jail about 10 weeks ago on a sexual misconduct charge in June. He had been seen by a train engineer with his genitals exposed and attempting to engage in sexual activity with a seat. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 173 days in jail.
Jesus.
On February 25th, Covington was charged with 2 counts of first-degree sexual misconduct, and in a hearing on March 3rd, a judge denied his request to reduce his $50,000 bond.
Well, he did fuck a train.
Right. Kevin Scott, Bi-State Development General Manager of Security, said, quote, "The first thing we do is we start pulling video. So in this particular case, we're able to provide very detailed, very descriptive video."
I bet.
He confirmed that Covington is on an exclusionary list and will receive a lifetime ban from the trains.
Well, thank God.
The court
Take away the temptation.
Yeah. The court heard on Monday that Covington had drugs in his system at the time of arrest and is diagnosed as bipolar and schizophrenic. Last May, he was convicted of sexual misconduct involving a child under 15. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
God damn.
Okay.
Like,
Every joke I was about to tell is like right out the window.
Like, let him have sex with furniture, I guess. That's going to keep him away from the kids.
Look, yeah, no, it sounded bad until I found out there was another option.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like at this point you should have a tattoo on your forehead that says "train fucking pedophile."
Yeah. It starts off fun and then it gets dark. Yeah.
What's that?
It starts off fun and then it gets dark.
Yeah, because before you said that part, I was like, man, this reminds me of Paul.
Oh, God.
The trains, But, yeah.
I was saying that Train was also underage.
Maybe.
I mean, how old is it, modern trains? Probably less
The
than 20 years
question,
old.
well, I mean, that does make me wonder, how old are some of the trains in the subway in New York?
I mean, they actually replace trains pretty regularly.
Do they?
In any system, they...
I just imagined it was like generations of vomit.
Oh, I mean, generations in that, they've had like multiple generations inside them.
I threw up on the A train. My great-grandfather threw up on the A train.
1 week in a New York train is equivalent to like a year in a St. Louis train.
That's true.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Those New York trains see some shit. Literally.
And piss, and vomit, and fucking.
Yeah.
Man, okay, do you think you're more likely to get a VD from the St. Louis train or from a New York train? Because I'm just going to say the New York train.
Well, definitely the New York train.
This is the only story I've heard about a train fucker, and he was in St. Louis, so...
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
You know how people that fuck cars are called dragons?
Yeah.
What do you call a guy that fucks a train?
Brave.
God damn it. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but I was going to say, how about a centaur?
Okay, so the New York car, the New York rolling stock, as apparently it's called.
Rolling stock.
Apparently they can vary in age from the 90s back to the 70s.
Wow.
There's actually a Wikipedia page that lists every single New York subway car.
Wow. That's
Fueled by
pretty
autism.
cool.
Or these models. These might be models, not every car.
I don't know.
But apparently there are a lot of them in service still.
yeah.
So yeah, the oldest one is apparently 71 to 73.
Damn, fucker's older than me.
And
You know, that gentleman was also found in service of himself.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
He was definitely servicing his own self.
Yeah, exactly.
They have 315 cars built by Kawasaki in the 83 to 85.
Woo! Kawasaki.
Oh, does Mike now have a new fixation? Is he going to be on this for a couple weeks?
No, I'm not a trains person.
I was going to say, don't be a train guy.
I like trains in a roundabout way,
I
but
like trains.
but I don't like trains.
Okay. Okay, that's a fair
I
way
think
to put it.
I have too many interests to be like autistic about one, not to be like, say that's a bad thing or anything.
You can't be hyper focused on one
Yeah.
thing because you're scattershot on your interests.
I think I have too much ADHD to be, hyper focused on any one thing.
Right. Okay. How about you, David? Could you get into trains?
Maybe. I think I'd be more like one of those guys that's like, every year I want to take a train ride somewhere. That would be the extent
down.
of mine.
Dude,
Yeah, same. I'd love to ride a train, like a good train, not an Amtrak.
I wouldn't mind an Amtrak,
As long as they've gotten better than when we were kids.
Well, not really, but that's why you get the sleeper car, so you can actually, just like go to bed.
Yeah.
Trains.
You get the cabin. You don't just get a seat.
Yeah. Trains.
I do like those videos of like people who go on the Shinkansen, and they get like the little private cabins and they get the food, and it's just a video of them like riding the train and that sort of thing. Yeah, those are fun. I would do that. I would do that. Like if I were to go to Japan, I would definitely do like a train ride across one of the islands just to like experience it and like splurge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be fucking amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm doing one day when I go to Japan, Tokyo to Hokkaido. That's the trip.
Mike, you should do that when you go to Japan.
Yeah.
Mike's learning Japanese through. Are you still?
So, according to Duolingo, I am 45 days since I killed the little green owl. Apparently.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well, I fell out of my streak, so I just kind of like never went back. I will eventually. I'm just taking a break.
You went for a long damn time.
That was like a 100-something days.
The whole owl death thing was a conspiracy, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was a whole marketing thing.
Was it?
Obviously, but like I guess like there's a like deep lore with this. Like the owl wanted to meet Dua Lipa, so yeah.
What the
I saw something about that, but I never quite understood. It's like the owl. Whenever I haven't done it for a while, he like shows up as a skeleton and stuff. I don't know.
So it's kind of like the fake Tamagotchi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the owl Tamagotchi.
Wow. That's fucked up.
Apps should not be able to guilt you.
Yeah, no. That's that was one of my problems with early Animal Crossing was the animals being like, I haven't seen you in so long, where have you been? And like, God, I don't need guilt from an algorithm in a game.
Now see, I liked early Animal Crossing because the animals were assholes.
Yes, there was that.
It was super mean.
And Rossetti being like just awful.
Jump scare.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
So, thank you for the train fucker, David.
You're welcome. I'm glad that I could deliver a train fucker for you tonight.
Same here.
Well, it was more of train humper, I would say. He was
One
like,
for lack of trying.
Does he have to get between the cushions for it to be a train fucker?
there has to be penetration.
So
Okay,
yeah, between
fair.
the cushions.
Yeah.
Okay, and
or
I think
in a pole.
This is more of like the equivalent of like, the train's armpit.
I think he thinks he was fucking
Oh
it.
yeah, no, he definitely thought he was fucking. But
He thought
the
he
train,
was fucking it,
but
and he meant to fuck it, so he's a trained fucker.
but the train's sitting there going, I've had bigger dicks in me. I carried Ted Cruz around.
Oh my god.
Oh, spicy.
Nice. So, Mike,
Yeah.
what have you got for your next story?
Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is.
Just
I
what you
have
like.
so
You're
many tabs.
professionals.
Yes. I opened the wrong tab and I'm going, that's not the right story. So how about another one from Gizmodo?
Sure.
Preserved in glass. How Mount Vesuvius locked this Roman's brain in time.
Wait, what?
Roman brains.
Roman reigns.
Yeah. Researchers found organic glass in the skull of a volcano victim, indicating the extreme and unique environment triggered by Vesuvius's eruption in 79 CE. Nearly 2,000 years ago, Mount Vesuvius erupted, swallowing the nearby Roman town of Herculaneum
Yes.
in Pompeii in a superheated cloud of ash, dust, and volcanic material. The environment was so hot that a team of researchers say it turned at least one resident's brain into glass.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Not only did the individual's once squishy pink-white organ get vitrified into a hard, sparkly black material, but the glassy remains contained preservation down to the microscopic level. That is, the Romans' axons and neurons were preserved by the extreme conditions of the volcanic eruption.
Holy shit.
The team's analysis was published today in Scientific Reports, which today was February 27th, 2025. Quote, our comprehensive chemical and physical characterization of the material sampled from the skull of a human body buried at Herculaneum by the 79 CE eruption of Mount Vesuvius shows compelling evidence that these are human brain remains composed of organic glass formed at high temperatures, a process of preservation never previously documented for a human or animal tissue, neither brain or any other kind, the researchers stated in the paper. The individual's remains were found in a bed at the Collegium Augustulinum in Herculaneum. Wow, these Latin. I really choose the best stories for words, don't I?
You do so much Latin.
I don't. I should really pre-read these, but then we lose
No,
out
no.
on the
It's
fun.
a real
Yeah.
good bingo space. I'm very glad
Yes.
it's very consistent.
Mike gets Latin.
Or just any hard words. Mike gets the $30 words.
Yeah, me, Mommy, and David get the $5.
The individual was a young male, roughly 20 years old, and the researchers say he is thought to be the guardian of the Collegium, dedicated to the worship of the Emperor Augustus, who died 65 years before the eruption. Though human brain preservation is rare in the archaeological record, it is documented through dehydration, saponification, essentially preservation by soap.
Soap or
Tanning.
sap?
Soap.
Weird.
Lie.
Okay, I'm made of cheese.
Wait,
You know what I mean.
tell me why.
LYE. You know, fats and lie.
I know what lie
Fight
is.
Club. Come on, Fight
Yeah,
Club.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, no.
Tanning, and freezing. Our most important organ is preserved in various instances in time, but vitrification, converting a material into a glass-like substance of a human brain, is not documented because of the very specific high temperatures and rapid cooling that must occur. The individual's brain and its remarkable preservation was first described in 2020, but at the time researchers couldn't understand how the vitrification happened. Now they understand the extreme and unique conditions that produce the glass brain. The researchers noted in the paper that temperatures of the pyroclastic flows that buried Pompeii and Herculaneum were several hundred degrees, heat that would typically destroy soft tissue. the individual's glassy remains were, quote, formed by a unique process of vitrification of his brain at very high temperature, and is the only such occurrence on Earth, the researchers wrote. Well, that we know of. Quote,
I just gotta say, glass brain sounds like that's something you don't want to have.
It does sound like something you get after drinking too much.
Right? I'm sorry, sir, you've got glass brain.
Goddamn.
If I'm dead already, I wouldn't mind my brain being glassified.
A glassified ad, as it were?
Turn that shit into a bong.
Oh my god, that would be badass.
Talk about getting space brained. Quote, calorimetric analysis shows that the temperature at which the brain transformed into glass was well above 510 degrees Celsius or 950 degrees Fahrenheit, implying that the body was exposed to the passage and vanishing of a short-lived, dilute, and much hotter pyroclastic flow, explaining its early fast heating and the following very fast cooling. The team added that the unique process caused the brain and its microstructures to perfectly preserve. Indeed, analysis of the glass using a scanning electron microscope revealed neurons, axons, and other neural structures. It is strikingly similar to the process by which researchers are revealing writing on scrolls carbonized by the eruption of Vesuvius, also found in a Herculaneum villa. Quote, in our work, we demonstrate experimentally that the process of vitrification occurred with the very early arrival of a dilute ash cloud that invaded Herculaneum, said Guido Giordano.
Hey, there you go.
A researcher at Università Roma Tre and lead author of the research, in an email to Gizmodo. Quote, the ash cloud then dissipated and the brain could cool down quickly to ambient temperatures, transforming into glass. Giordano noted that the town was only buried by deposits of pyroclastic flows later in the eruption event. So this is like this flash of heat just comes through and like kills everybody and turns his brain into glass.
That's pretty wild. Badass.
Yeah, you thought he was just like ash and shit, but these, I mean, is it just like waves of heat? Like, is that what a pyroclastic flow is? Is that like I thought a pyroclastic flow would be like lava or some shit.
I don't know, man.
It's just like a wave of superheated air, basically, huh?
Pyroclastic flow is a fast-moving current of hot gas and volcanic matter.
Oh wow!
Known as tephra, that floats on the ground away from a volcano. Huh.
Interesting. I always thought when I heard pyroclastic flow, I just thought it was like something like lava. But...
Yeah. So specifically, volcanic gas, ash, pumice, and hot lava. So it's just like the fucking.
Okay. So a pyroclastic flow can be anything coming from a volcano that's just fucking hot.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be lava. It can be gases, can be, literal hails of rock. All right. The researchers also posit that the brain specifically was in a unique position to be preserved, as the individual's skull and spine, it says spin, but I'm assuming they mean spine.
No, it's spin, dude.
Protected the organ from the brunt of the intense pyroclastic flow. Though extremely hot and obviously fatal, the first wave of heat from Vesuvius eruption wasn't the kind of messy deluge of lava for which the volcanic eruptions are known. If you want to tear into someone, perhaps it's time to abandon your ass's grass. Instead, your brain is... Okay, God. That was a very weak way to end this article. Instead of your ass is grass, instead try your brain as glass.
Well, anyway, that's pretty badass, though. It's a glass brain.
Yeah.
Like they need to put it on display with lights that kind of do cool reflective shit.
Oh, dude, put it on like a black light.
Some RGB LEDs in there, just...
Sponsored by Alienware.
Oh, God.
Man, could you imagine, since the structure of the brain is a lot of where, memories and stuff are, what if they could... I mean,
read it.
There are fragments of it, so I'm assuming it's not all in one piece anymore. But if it was, Or maybe they could just scan all the pieces and then, you know, in a computer model, reassemble it and then, you know, read it.
Yeah. I mean, they need to be scanning this shit immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
Man.
Glass brain.
Yeah.
Can you imagine hollowing the thing out and like keeping a goldfish in there?
Could you imagine like turning it into a bong and like just smoking out of it, man?
Dude.
This is your brain. This is your brain on pyroclastic flow.
Any questions? Yeah, what the hell's a pyroclastic flow?
Yeah.
Man, Glass
Oh,
Brain
man.
sounds like a great name for an album.
I was going to say it sounds like a good album or band.
Wasn't that a Blondie song? Brain of Glass?
Oh, wow. That's a stretch, but I'll give you credit.
No, that was good. That was good. I like it.
Oh, man. So,
Yeah.
that's your article. Now, we also have a segment and some questions. I actually put a call out for questions this week, and we do have some. So, David, I want X to give it to us. Can X give it to us?
Yes, actually, I have something that's kind of fun for us. So X, of course, being the 4chan paranormal board, a wretched hive of scum and villainy. And gooning.
Yes.
So the title of the thread is "How Can I Get Isekai'd?"
Did it get hit by a K truck? Next question. No.
The post is, "I have an intense burning desire to be isekai. It will never go away. I must become the strongest adventurer in a world of swords and magic. I am not joking. And this is the way better than those stupid wolf threads." So there's been like a bunch of like wolf threads on X.
Weird.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the question. So obviously getting hit by a truck. Let's see. But yeah, let's read some of the answers here. All right. So the first reply is, "Pretend you just arrived to this one." So yeah, you make your own isekai, right?
Yeah. Be the isekai you want to see in the world.
Yeah. Salvia high dose. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone replied to the "Pretend you just arrived in this one." They gave us a banger title. "That time I died and was reincarnated into a world with zero magical powers and was born to peasants."
Hey, David, can you repeat that? Because you dropped out.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, so in reply to "Pretend you just arrived in this one," the title they gave was "That time I died and was reincarnated into a world with zero magical powers and was born to peasants."
Yeah. No shit. The too real. Nope, too real.
Yeah, I feel called out.
Let's see. Okay. "Find a fairy ring on Samhain or Halloween. Hop in and hope for the best. Get to it." Have there been any isekai that involve fairy rings?
I don't know.
Not in the isekai part. That was Delicious in Dungeon that touched on fairy rings, but not any isekais that I've seen.
Yeah, no, I think that would be a fun way to do one.
Oh, yeah.
The person responding to that earlier post about "Pretend you just arrived to this one," he also says, "There's no magic, no potential to become an S-rank adventurer." So,
Yeah.
Let's see. The op goes, "I'm working on lucid dreaming right now. Let's be isekai'd." Another
Have
post.
y'all ever lucid dreamed, by the way?
I mean, not fully.
Yeah, I don't know. We should probably do like an episode and cover that at some point.
Yeah.
I've had moments, but just about every time I start lucid dreaming, I start waking up.
I've done it, but not recently.
Yeah, I have before. Okay, here's a great response. "Death to all weebs."
Wow. Fucking wow, dude. You are in a weird place to be yelling that.
Got a fun one here. The picture is of a cat doing a handstand with a skateboard. By living a good life, so this is how to get isekai. So by living a good life, so the isekai gods will be more inclined to give you a better isekai life. It's rather simple if you ponder about it, Anon. Come on, bro. What are you? French Canadian? Hey, ho, JK, bud. But seriously, live your current life the best you can, and I'm sure whoever's hands you land on in the afterlife got you covered for what you dream about. So just be sure you learn enough cool shit to give them something to work with.
So this guy's saying that isekai is heaven?
I think so.
That would be really interesting. I'd be kind of down for that.
How would you get isekai'd?
I was ultra devout in life, and I got sent to another world where I was a badass.
Yeah, I went to weeb heaven because I was a Protestant. How would you want to get isekai'd?
In my sleep.
Right. Peacefully in my sleep, surrounded by my family.
Pussies.
Look, it's all isekais are about, like, taking you away from the life you know. So it's like, my life may not be the best or anything, but I got, like, people I would miss.
Sure, same here, but
the other thing is, the more tragic the life is, the more the isekai god is willing to, like, give you, right?
Oh yeah,
so
like it's always loners and
tragedy here.
So I'd want to be poochied.
Just taken up to your home world.
Yeah, like
you want the rapture isekai.
Yeah, basically, I want to be taken up and then, like, dropped.
Now, does that mean that heaven's like another dimension? Oh, wait. So you're saying that, like, some force lifts you off the ground and then you plummet to your death?
No, I want to, like, when I die, I want to be, like, I want to be, like, taken up and then, like, accidentally dropped through a dimensional doorway into Isekai world.
Taken up by the Isekai Lord.
You know what would be an incredible way to die in an isekai is aliens abduct you, then their ship is shot down, and the beam gets cut off, and then you plummet to your death.
You almost described the plot of a story I was going to do, where a kid gets abducted, and the ship gets attacked, and they replace his arm with, like, a goo weapon. And then I realized there's actually something, somebody took that idea from me, so.
I feel like I would have to have some sort of, like, tragic, fucked up death in order to maximize my returns when I get reborn in another world, you know what I mean? So, like...
Torn apart by wolves.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Actually, ripped apart by a Sasquatch would be amazing.
And then you become a Sasquatch in the next life.
I was ripped apart by a Sasquatch and then became one.
No, I know how I want to be isekai.
How's that?
So, I dig just a little too deep, and the powers that be start coming after me, so I'm chased, and then someone offers me the choice of either forgetting everything or, learning the truth and waking up into the new world.
I think you just described the Matrix.
Exactly. The Matrix is an isekai.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Would it be really fucked up if, like, I made an isekai based on Heaven's Gate?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just the scotch. And, oh, God, what's worse is you die in Heaven's Gate, and when you wake up, it turns out the rulers of the New World are Marshall Applewhite and his partner.
They came home.
I joined a cult and killed myself, and I woke up in another world as a slave.
Oh, shit.
That would suck.
I did have a fun idea for an isekai show. So you know how it's always like high schoolers who get caught up in another world and their education just stops?
Yeah.
So I just had this idea where it's like some sort of interdimensional high school. Like, no, you fucking don't. You come and you finish your classes. You finish your education. So you have all these people that are being pulled from their reincarnated lives to do like a regular school day before they can get back to doing their reincarnated shit.
Congratulations, you just revamped Galaxy High School.
Well, no. So the reincarnated as a slime. He was a middle-aged guy.
Well, yeah, but like, there's a lot of isekai where it's like I'm a second-year high school student and I got stabbed, and now I know magic.
Can you be stabbed by a truck?
Yeah, but also the other kids that were there, they weren't still in school.
Yeah, no, but I just think that idea of just like, no, there's just some fucking interdimensional high school. Like, no, you gotta finish your fucking exams. Let's do this.
God damn. That would suck.
Just pulling you out so
your
you have
magical
all your
SATs.
Yeah, you have all your like isekai powers or whatever, but you still have to go to fucking high school.
Because you're dumb as a rock.
Yep.
Also, one day we're gonna hear about a serial killer in Japan who buys a truck and just attaches a bunch of knives to it.
Oh, God. Knife truck. The crime-causing truck. Terrible.
Oh shit, knife truck.
Ooh, how about a reverse isekai where a fantasy character dies and ends up in our modern world and has to be an accountant?
You literally just summed up what I was going to do for the sequel to The Iron Apprentice.
There was one where it was a guy who like went to another world, but then he came back. And I don't remember what it was, but yeah, he was like, my dad has returned from another world or some shit like that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Wow, what a fun question.
And this wasn't even the distraction hole.
Right?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's a lot of isekai for Supernat. So, guys, we got some questions from the Peanut Gallery. The cool kids all want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So, our first question is from Lenora.
Mm-hmm.
Says, you suddenly find to your great displeasure that the monster in your favorite B monster movie is real and that it's hunting you. On a scale of humorously incompetent to efficient and horrific, how would you rank your death if it occurs?
All right, so it has to be a B monster. So does it have to be like? Does that mean like we can do mainstream horror monsters, or should I go more niche?
I'd say it can be known as long as it's like a B movie. Like,
okay, I'm gonna say a chud.
ooh,
Yeah, cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller.
I'm familiar. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's for the people who are not familiar, who aren't like
Yeah.
terminally into horror stuff like I am.
Sure. And how would you rate your death?
Oh, it's gonna be gruesome. Absolutely.
Is it gonna be on the toilet?
Did they pull you down through the toilet? That's the question.
No, I think to maximize how terrible it would be, it'd be like a thing where like I'm on a walk home and like I have to like pee, right? So I go into an alley and all of a sudden like one of the fuckers comes up out of the alley and like bites my head off or something.
Or yanks your dick off, then bites your head
There you
off.
go. There you go.
Yeah. How about you, Mike?
I'm not a fan of horror movies, so
I
I can't
know,
say I
but-
have a favorite horror movie. I can't really think of any. Like, how would you say I die? Because I don't, like I said, I don't have any favorites here. Like, okay, at least what monster?
The
The Babadook.
Babadook?
Yeah,
Is
the
there a B
Babadook.
movie with the Babadook?
Yeah, it's called the Babadook.
Yeah.
It's the one that ended up when on Netflix when you
I
went
got
to
it.
look through.
I got it.
Uh-oh.
I am getting clownified by the killer clowns from outer space.
Fucking perfect. And that is...
That was my dad's favorite
that is
B horror movie.
humorous.
Like what they do is they come up behind you and hit you with like an oversized hammer. Your
Yes.
body accordions and then pops back into shape as a clown.
Yes, exactly.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah, I like that, Mike. That's a good one. I'm glad you thought of that one. All right, I know my monster. I don't know how to rate the kill, though, so I'm going to ask y'all. How would you rate being killed by a guy in a gorilla suit with a water cooler for a head?
I knew exactly that's what you were going to do.
Roman the Roman from Robot Monster.
That's a pretty pathetic death because, he can't see out that shit.
Yeah,
like you'd have to be literally asleep for him to get his hands on you.
I know, it's like being killed by a wiener dog.
No, see, he wouldn't even kill you. Like, with your luck, you'd, like, have a sword and you'd be trying to stab him, then you'd trip and stab yourself.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And with my luck, he'd fall in love with me and try to romance me first, though.
And you spurn him, so
and
then
he
kills you.
strangles me or uses this weird electric death ray. But
Yeah.
I've had the serum, so it doesn't work.
Mm.
And then as I'm running away, I fall down and bust my head open on a rock.
No, see, that's what's after you at first, but you miraculously don't die from that creature. You actually die to the attack of the eye monsters.
Oh, the eye creatures.
Yes, but not the ones in the full suits. The ones that only have the black suits with the head.
You're talking about the guy in the turtleneck that just has a head on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Does Iga count as a monster?
You know, I think it does because it's Richard Cale, which really nice guy from everything I've heard.
Yeah.
Not Iga, but Richard Cale, the actor. Yeah, sure. Iga counts.
Okay.
Iga.
I'm just trying to think of like what sort of clown death could I have, because that Killer Clown's answer is like really good.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm just like, what would be a fun clown death for another Killer Clown?
The thing is, I'm a little shocked because Chucky counts as a B movie.
Like, yeah, no, I understand, but like, it's more about like the pure, unadulterated, gaggy joy of the Killer Clowns, right? So like maybe
that's true.
For David, for you,
Uh-huh.
for you, they catch you, and they stick your mouth on one of those helium tanks, and your head blows up like a balloon, and when it pops, you're a clown.
I like that. The one I was thinking of is they throw a banana cream pie at me, but it's full of razor blades.
Or acid.
There you go.
cream.
Okay, I got my own, which they run you over with a tiny clown car, but then in humiliation, like they get out one by one and teabag you, and there's like 90 of them.
Yeah,
in
it
there.
takes like 2 hours.
And it
Just
sounds
2
like
hours
honking
of-
clown noises every time the testicle
Oh
touches
yeah.
your-
There's that honk every time they like squat.
Yeah, that's how you go.
Oh, that's fun.
Run over by the killer clown car and they teabag you for 2 hours. Now, believe it or not, that's not the only question this week.
Oh boy.
So, next one is from Allie Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, cutie patooties. You get into a fight with a cryptid of the other host's choosing. You get to choose a weapon and or ability to aid you in this fight. What are you choosing?
So is the cryptid first or the ability first?
You get to choose the cryptid, then
Let someone else choose the ability.
Yeah, whoever is asked the question gets to choose the ability or weapon, but we get to choose.
Yeah, I know
the
that's what I'm saying.
cryptid,
But
yeah.
which do I know first? Like if it's me,
you know the monster.
okay.
So, David, we need to pick a monster for Mike, a cryptid.
Okay. I'm gonna say let's go with the yokai.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I was-
Let's go with the
I had
toilet
a-
liquor. I forget the name of it, but the toilet.
Oh, the toilet liquor.
yeah.
Okay.
That's your monster.
How-
How are you
how-
gonna defeat it?
What's your power and or weapon?
It's going to be a Remington 870 shotgun full of rock salt shells, with the last one being a slug for myself.
All right, Winchester. Jesus. I
was gonna say it might have worked better if like we gave him a power. Like you give him a cryptid, I give him his power, and then he has to problem solve.
No, I like
Okay.
what we're doing here.
That's fair. No, like
I
just
really-
fucking gun. You know, that's the answer to all of
Gun.
these. Just a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
gun.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about giving him Nkele Mbimbe, but Which
That's
is-
fair, but then again, the answer's always fucking gun.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair. All right,
Well, it's not going to be a magic wand for me, that's for sure.
sure. Wait, are we talking about like a Hitachi?
No, I'm talking
Oh.
about like, a stick with
you
a crystal
strap
on
it
the
to
end
the
or
side
I
something.
mean,
Sibian.
like this magic wand
Yes,
I'm holding up over here.
Exactly.
I strapped the yokai to a Sibian.
Oh God. So, all right,
No, that's for your own pleasure.
Mike, we gotta pick one for David.
Shit.
We gotta pick a cryptid.
How about
You want me to pick one?
what you got? What you thinking?
The Tetzel worm, which is basically a giant worm from Germany, and the front end of it is like a black panther.
Oh yeah, Tuzzle worm for the
Yeah.
Swiss. Yes, monster lab.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Now,
Okay.
what's your weapon or power?
My power will be technology, and it will be a fire truck, because I'm just going to spray that thing with water, make it go away.
Really?
Yeah, no, I mean, you take a spray bottle to a cat, right? So
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
It's a bigger spray bottle.
Okay, that's fair. I just picture it being like, you get to drink from the fire hose.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, somebody's got to pick me a cryptid.
I got one.
Uh-oh.
It's
Okay.
John Wayne Gacy in clown makeup.
That is not a cryptid.
It's a cryptid to you.
You cannot. No, it's not.
The
That
killer
does
clowns
not
from
count.
outer space.
God damn it, fuckers.
I'm saying you would be scared the shit out of you.
Yeah, look, if it was John Wayne Gacy, then I'm with you. Gun.
A Bigfoot dressed up as John Wayne Gacy. No, John Wayne
clown
Gacy's
makeup.
brain inside of a Bigfoot.
Oh my God. Shit.
Okay, a real cryptid. We'll give him a real cryptid. How about this is hard.
David, help him out some.
Yeah,
You know-
I'm
you know
trying to
some.
think of a very a more obscure one that's really going to push you. So maybe let's do the. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the. You know what? A fucking moa. Like they just find a
moa?
population of moas that are still
You're
alive.
talking about the birds?
Yes, like the 6-foot tall killer ostrich birds, the giant ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you
Real-
have to fight 3 of them. There's a group of 3 of them.
Well, given the Australian emu wars, a gun is not going to help me.
Nor is a jeep.
No. A good machete.
I mean,
Just hack their fucking necks off.
I'm looking at a picture of one of these things now. You're gonna need way more than a machete because there's
Oh,
a
yeah?
photo. There's a photo of some
Let
dudes.
me look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Let me look it
try
up
and-
because I don't remember.
All right, I'm just gonna send you a screenshot from my phone because like I can't figure out how to download the picture because
Sure.
I've apparently become a grandparent or something.
That's
I don't know.
fine. We're all getting there.
Okay, I'm just gonna post it in the weekly discussion post or the
Okay,
weekly
cool.
Nerd talk.
Okay. That's
Yeah, so
fine.
you got 3 of those. You got 3 of those coming at you.
Okay, so 3 up. Oh.
It's like a ostrich
Oh.
plus.
I'm going to go with the 18-wheeler from the Road Warrior.
Knife truck.
Yes, knife truck. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 18-wheeler from the Road Warrior with a bunch of fucking machetes tied to the front.
Knife truck.
I'm naming the truck the Robert Evans.
Now you know what the pro strategy is for that thing?
Throw bagels at it?
Flamethrower.
Ooh.
That way it's cooked when you're done.
You can eat them.
Like, this thing is absolutely fucking terrifying.
It is. It is fucking huge. Like, that is like a goddamn 12-foot bird.
Even accounting for foreshortening,
That's a
those
big
dudes,
goddamn
those
bird.
dudes only come up to like the body of the bird.
I know. Like I said, that's like a dude on top of another dude.
Yeah. It's like if an emu was, 6 foot high
And
before its
angry.
neck started.
Yeah, God, fuck that. Wow, David. Give me a fucking Yeah, a truck with knives on it.
Okay,
for
Kevin,
sure.
if that's you do that, I got a bonus round for you.
Uh-oh.
How are you taking out the slide rock bolter? A whale the size of a mountain.
On the side of a mountain.
On the side of a mountain.
You know what? It's gonna eat me.
Mm-hmm.
So, indigestion.
So you're just gonna like cover yourself in peppers or something?
I'm just gonna clog its. I'm gonna let it die like Elvis.
Ah.
You have like a chain of like grenades attached to yourself. Just go out in a blaze of glory.
Just need one Mexican insanity pepper of Quetzalcoatlanango.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Mike. I'm glad you remembered that name. We actually have one more question, I believe.
Oh boy.
Once again, from Lenora. Got another one along the same theme. You're abducted for alien gladiator games. You get a weapon and or ability of your choice, but the other hosts choose what alien species you fight and the rules of the fight. You know the rules, but not the alien before you... This is complicated, and it's late. How about we save this for next week?
Yeah, that sounds like a next time.
Maybe
you post it somewhere.
Yeah, because I literally started going cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Because it's like 1:30 in the morning. So, we'll... okay, Lenora, we'll get that one next time. So
I like that these questions are growing increasingly more complicated.
Yeah, I know. By the end, it's going to be like there's going to be a D&D style rule book to a question.
Oh, man. We should make our own tabletop game.
Why the fuck does this question have Thaco? What the fuck?
We have to roll for initiative on this question.
Right.
Oh, man. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And next week, David, you said you're lining up a guest?
Yes. We will cross that bridge when we come to it when we do the episode, yes.
Okay, and I'm still working on a couple of guests. Don't know how that's going to go. So next week, we'll be back with another Weekend Weird before I come back to tackle Chaos Magic.
Ooh.
So
like Warhammer 40,000 Chaos?
A little bit. Except with more masturbation.
Oh, God.
Yep. So, before we go, and this is kind of unrelated, but, like, it's got to be done, R.I.P. to George Lowe, the voice of Space Ghost from Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
He does have Ghost in his name.
He does, and Space.
Yeah.
George Lowe was a great dude, funny as hell, recorded a spot for the old Gigcast. Which is a podcast me and David were also involved in years and years ago.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. George, you will be missed.
Yeah.
So, yep. So that being said, Mike, have you got anything you want to plug?
No. I thought I had a witty answer, but I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, one day. And, so, David, have you got any plugs?
I just recently updated the Steamboat Sailor Brawl. I'm trying to get more of those panels out. This one has Mickey Mouse charging at Popeye like a fucking freight train. It's a lot of fun.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that. And I'm going to say, once again, check out Spooky Dice Bag. It's a lot of fun, and me and David are there along with a lot of other great people, including Darth Plato from Flag for Content and Kick-Assatron. So, thank you, everyone, for listening. If you would like to learn more about the show, head to supernatpod.rocks. That is supernatpod.rocks. You can find out more about the show there and find a link to our Discord, our Patreon, our merch store, and every episode of this show and the Distraction Hole. So, that being said, thank you everyone for listening. We will see you next week. So until then, stay safe and stay frosty. Goodbye.
Night, night.
Almost.
Knife truck.
Knife truck.
Night train. The crime-solving train.
No, it's the crime-causing truck.
I said train, but yeah. Whatever.
Knife train.
Knife truck. Well, that's our next shirt, isn't it?
Just a truck with a
knives.
truck with knives on it.
Yep.